40 waiting already, huh? 40 people waiting. Wow. Yeah. I know.
Hi Abdullah, wishing the best to
Hi.
everybody.
All the best,
Looking
guys.
forward. BTG, sir,
Hi.
how are you? All the
Fine, fine,
best.
fine,
You're
fine.
sitting in our global campus, is it?
We believe that in a world of digital natives, all immigrants also have to become very modern.
Admission Tree provides a very broad platform for parents to make an informed choice. All the information is available there in very simple terms.
In fact, even in post-COVID times, we would love to continue to work through Admission Tree.
ABP, and in particular the Telegraph, has always been very closely associated with the school community.
I feel it's a wonderful opportunity.
We'll continue to work with Admission Tree now and in times to come. We have joined hands with them because we know the benefits.
Thank you for partnering with us, ABP.
IIHM, popularly known as the International Institute of Hotel Management, is one of the largest private hospitality institutes that imparts world-class education and can firmly pride itself for being one of the most foremost academic institutions of the country that offer globally recognized international degrees in hotel management. The hugely popular events that they host IIHM International Young Chef Olympiad. As the last dish is plated, they can only wait till the evening for the verdict to be pronounced.
Malaysia!
IIHM as an institute has always been able to define its core objectives clearly over the years. It is an institution that has always worked towards causes that give back to the society. IIHM proudly and aptly calls them food soldiers, a dynamic group of students working tirelessly to ensure a hunger-free world.
Hotel management. Hotel plus management. At IIHM, the education is like doing a BBA class hospitality, because at IHM we train our students to become global business hospitality managers. In one hand, they are full of knowledge in hospitality, charismatic, and they have got the study skills of very hardcore management subjects like finance, strategic HR, global marketing, and a whole range of the management inputs.
For a great hospitality career, call 98310 50,000.
We believe that in a world of digital natives, all immigrants also have to become very modern.
Admission Tree provides a very broad platform for parents to make an informed choice. All the information is available there in very simple terms.
In fact, even in post-COVID times, we would love to continue to work through Admission Tree.
ABP, and in particular the Telegraph, has always been very closely associated with the school community.
I feel it's a wonderful opportunity.
We'll continue to work with Admission Tree now and in times to come. We have joined hands with them because we know the benefits.
Thank you for partnering with us, ABP.
IIHM, popularly known as the International Institute of Hotel Management, is one of the largest private hospitality institutes that imparts world-class education and can firmly pride itself for being one of the foremost academic institutions of the country that offer globally recognized international degrees in hotel management. The hugely popular events that they host IIHM International Young Chef Olympiad.
As the last dish is plated, they can only wait till the evening for the verdict to be pronounced.
Malaysia!
IIHM as an institute has always been able to define its core objectives clearly over the years. It is an institution that has always worked towards causes that give back to the society. IIHM proudly and aptly calls them food soldiers, a dynamic group of students working tirelessly to ensure a hunger-free world.
Hotel management. Hotel plus management. At IHM, the education is like doing a BBA plus hospitality, because at IHM, we train our students to become global business hospitality managers. In one hand, they are full of knowledge in hospitality, charismatic, and they have got the study skills of very hardcore management subjects like finance, strategic HR, global marketing, and a whole range of the management inputs.
For a great hospitality career, call 98310 50,000.
We believe that in a world of digital natives, all immigrants also have to become very modern.
Admission Tree provides a very broad platform for parents to make an informed choice. All the information is available there in very simple terms.
In fact, even in post-COVID times, we would love to continue to work through Admission Tree.
ABP, and in particular the Telegraph, has always been very closely associated with the school community.
I feel it's a wonderful opportunity.
We'll continue to work with Admission Tree now and in times to come. We have joined hands with them because we know the benefits.
Thank you for partnering with us, ABP.
IIHM, popularly known as the International Institute of Hotel Management, is one of the largest private hospitality institutes that imparts world-class education and can firmly pride itself for being one of the most foremost academic institutions of the country that offer globally recognized international degrees in hotel management. The hugely popular events that they host, IIHM International Young Chef Olympiad.
As the last dish is plated, they can only wait till the evening for the verdict to be pronounced.
Malaysia!
IIHM as an institute has always been able to define its core objectives clearly over the years. It is an institution that has always worked towards causes that give back to the society. IIHM proudly and aptly calls them food soldiers, a dynamic group of students working tirelessly to ensure a hunger-free world.
Hotel management. Hotel plus management. At IIHM, the education is like doing a BBA plus hospitality, because at IIHM, we train our students to become global business hospitality managers. In one hand, they are full of knowledge in hospitality, charismatic, and they have got the study skills of very hardcore management subjects like finance, strategic HR, global marketing, and a whole range of the management inputs.
For a great hospitality career, call 98310 50,000.
Good evening and a very warm welcome to each and every one of you, wherever you are in Kolkata, West Bengal, or whichever city in the world, because remember, we're now online, so you could be seeing it and viewing it from anywhere. On behalf of the Telegraph Education Foundation, I extend a very warm welcome to principals, members of the managing committees of different schools, as well as teachers, students, each and every one of you. Thank you very much for being a part of this. The Telegraph School Awards for Excellence 2020 is the 25th edition of the Telegraph School Awards for Excellence, and the Telegraph Education Foundation has found in you and many, many people wonderful partners as we've gone on this journey. And it would not have been possible without our benefactors, our sponsors who have been with us. Some of them have been with us for a few years, and some of them have been with us for many, many years. We're very, very grateful to them. Thank you very much, IIHM, the International Institute of Hotel Management, one of the world's best hotel schools, hailed by 50 countries. Thank you, Dr. Subarna Bose and IIHM, for all the support these last few years, standing by us solid as a rock. Thank you very much. And in association with, of course, the Bhawanipur Education Society College, thank you, a very sincere thank you to you. And all our other sponsors, our digital partners, eduguy.com, our television news partners, ABP Anando, our school admission partner, admissiontree.in, our radio partners, 91.9 Friends FM, and of course, all our sponsors of each category or our benefactors, Ambuja Neotia Group, the Surindra EPJ Group, Caring Minds, Balrampur Chini Mills, Madan Lal Dhandhania Charitable Trust, the Kalyan Bharati Trust, Adamus University, again IIHM, and Bhawanipur Education Society College, and Denise O'Brien. Thank you all for being with us for so many years. Well, these 25 years, I will talk more about it on Saturday. Remember, it's a two-day event. Today is the first day, the opening night, as it were. And on Saturday, it's not in the night, it's at 11 a.m. in the morning. So that's Saturday, the 12th of December at 11 a.m. in the morning, right? You better cancel all your programs and you better be sitting in front of your, well, even your phone or your computer, because that's when we are going to be giving away the awards. But today is a very special day because we're going to be presenting certificates of merit and certificates of appreciation, certificates of honor. But these 25 years, just to recap in a few sentences, it's been a journey of growth not just in size, but growth in us as people. The people who are organizing this and have organized this for 25 years, the people who have joined us on the journey, some have jumped off, but many have stayed on with us. The most important part and work of the Telegraph Education Foundation is to reach out to those boys and girls who are struggling not just to complete their education, but to make ends meet. Stories how boys and girls living in far-flung districts and villages have eaten muri. You know muri? Yeah. Muri before they went to school, and then ridden on their cycles for a few kilometers or walked and come back to another meal of muri, and then gone on to score 80, 85, 90, 95% marks and got admission in some of the top colleges and universities. So these are many, many stories. We'll share them with you on Saturday, the 12th of December. Right, we're ready now to get on to this year's awards. We're very grateful to the Scholarships and Awards Committee. Now, these, ladies and gentlemen, have a very tough job and a very difficult job. I know it because I'm honored and privileged to be a part of it. Dr. Shukanta Chaudhary, chairman, is always there and has been. He was the chairman of the trust also, and now Dr. Shukanta Chaudhary has this very difficult job of, standing in and sitting down over there and going through all the information that you sent. Thank you very much, Shukanta. And on the committee, we're very honored to have Dr. Uma Dasgupta, Dr. Partho Ghosh, Ms. Sujata Sen, Mr. Raju Mukherjee, Mr. Amitav Datta, and myself. So educationists and people from all walks of life, and people who know what the schools are doing or trying to find out what the schools are doing. Thank you very much, and a big round of applause wherever you are to this wonderful Scholarships and Awards Committee. Let's begin our first category. Now, the first category is the Ambuja Neotia Award for Excellence in Maintenance and Eco-Friendly Initiatives. We're very grateful to the Ambuja Neotia Group and the Neotia family, Harsh and Madhu and their family. They've been with us right from the start. Thank you very, very much. Well, this category recognizes schools who are taking a lot of trouble of looking after their buildings, particularly their old heritage buildings. Some of them are newer schools, or they are planting thousands of trees, or they are taking other initiatives, eco-friendly initiatives. We salute them in this category. So this category in this year, certificates of appreciation, many, many schools getting it. In the early days, we would have very few schools sending us information in this category, but now times have changed. We're very conscious of our environment and the harm that we are doing to it. So certificates of appreciation awarded to Army Public School, Barrackpore, PSS School, Calcutta Public School, Bidhan Park, Calcutta International School, Calcutta Public School, Kalikapur, DAV Model School, IIT Kharagpur, St. John's Diocesan Girls Higher Secondary School, La Martinia for Girls, Loreto Convent Asansol. Remember, it's not just for Kolkata schools, it's for schools all across West Bengal. Certificates of appreciation also to Sri Shikshayatan School, Vivekananda Mission School, Joka, Bon Bibitala High School, Bardhaman. And then we move on to certificates of excellence. One of these schools will receive the award on Saturday. Adamus World School, Bhavans Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose Vidyaniketan Huldia, Delhi Public School, Mega City, Don Bosco Lilua, Heritage School, Loreto Convent in Tally. And then we've got Himalayan International Residential School, Jalpaiguri, and Tribeni Tissues Vidyapith. Who's going to win? I don't know. Actually, left to me and left to all of us, we'd give it to everybody. But we've got to choose the winner. Congratulations to all those who've received certificates of appreciation and certificates of excellence. And thank you once again, Ambuja, the Neotia Group, and the Neotia family. We move on to the next category. Very interesting category, something very close to my heart. And for this category, we're very grateful to the Budhia family and the Patton Group who have been with us right from day one. Thank you very much. It's now called the Caring Minds Psychological Wellness Center, the Caring Minds Award for a School That Cares. I'll share with you something about Caring Minds doing good work on Saturday. But this category is for schools. Now, we know that all schools care. They care for their students, they care for society. But we have been, and we've always been on the lookout these 25 years, for some schools that maybe care a little more consciously. So this category, certificates of appreciation are being awarded to Antodoy Ashram Ushi, Adamus World School, Ashok Nagar Bidyasagar Bani Bhavan High School, Assembly of Angels Secondary School, St. Augustine's Day School, Shamnagar, Batighar Patshala, Calcutta Public School, Kalikapur, Calcutta Rescue, Don Bosco Lilua, Don Bosco Shiliguri, Frank Anthony Public School, the Heritage School, St. John's Diocesan Girls Higher Secondary School, Lakshmipat Singhania Academy, Loreto Day School, Elliott Road, Vidyanjali High School, and St. Xavier's Institution, Panihati. Congratulations to all of you, and certificates of appreciation and lots of appreciation from our side. And we will be, of course, honoring these schools, one of these schools, or maybe even two of these schools on Saturday. So thank you very much once again, the Budhia family, and thank you, Caring Minds, for caring for society. We move on to the next category, which is the Anand Paul Memorial Award for Social Service. Now, social service as in, how are you in a special way, maybe have an evening school or some social service that you do when the school is involved. We're grateful to the APJ Surendra Group. They have been associated with us and this event from the start, not just for one award, but for two. This is the first one, the Anand Paul Memorial Award for Social Service. Certificates of appreciation in this category to Agrasin Balika Shiksha Sadan Howrah, in Lilua actually, APJ School Salt Lake, St. Augustine's Day School Barrackpore, BDM International. You can see that far-flung, to the north of the city, to the south of the city, east and west, and far away from different parts of Bengal. The Calcutta International School, Calcutta Public School, Bidhan Park. And we've got some more certificates of appreciation to Lakshmipat Singhania Academy, Loreto Convent Asansol, National High School, Hadra Road Campus, South City International School, and St. Xavier's Institution, Panihati. We go to the next category, the same category, the certificates of honor in this category, the Anand Paul Memorial Award for Social Service, awarded to Bhavans Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose Vidyaniketan Huldia, Birla High School, Choringi High School on Sutter Street, Delhi Public School, Mega City, Frank Anthony Public School in the heart of the city, Future Campus School away in Shonarpur, the Heritage School in out of Calcutta, St. Joseph School, North Point, all the way in Darjeeling. And we've got some more schools receiving certificates of honor, MC Kejriwal Vidyapith in Lilua, St. Paul's Mission School, Memorial School in the heart of the city, and two more schools, Sri Shikshayatan School and Silver Point School. If you're thinking that I'm just rattling off these names and I don't know where they are, much about them, you'll be wrong, actually. I'm very blessed. I know most of these schools really well, and I know some of these schools quite well. So I'm conscious and aware of what they are doing, and so is the assessment panel chairman and the other members. So thank you very much, the Anand Paul, the Surinder Paul group, and congratulations to all you wonderful schools doing an incredible job. And please carry on, not for winning an award, but for the special contribution that you're making. Shri Shiksha School and Silver Point School receive certificates of honor also as we get to the next category. This lady that you see, her photograph, probably taken in the 1950s, maybe. The Dr. Mrs. N.B. O'Brien Memorial Lifetime Achievement Award for a teacher, instituted initially by Mr. Neil O'Brien and Mrs. Joyce O'Brien, and we're grateful to Mrs. Denise O'Brien for continuing. Dr. Mrs. N.B. O'Brien was a widow and the mother of 3 small children when she was a widow, and she went on to basically educate herself and become a doctor. And actually, 100 years ago, 110, 20 years ago, that was a rare feat. So teachers who are, now all teachers are actually, I should say most teachers are actually dedicating their lifetime. I'm going to say most because you and I know that, well, unfortunately in all professions, we have some who have other plans, but most teachers are very, very dedicated. And some of them go on for years, so 35 years, 40 years, and we salute each of them on behalf of all the students' lives that they have touched. And we're going to be honoring some teachers today. The first one we're honoring is Mr. John Majumdar of St. Paul's Academy in Bardhaman. It's an up-and-coming school and a very dynamic school. Mr. John Majumdar he joined the school lately. He has a total experience of 52 years of teaching. 52 years. That means he started way back. He was telling me in 1967 or 68. Mr. Majumdar, for all the lives you have touched, congratulations and thank you from the bottom of everybody's heart. The Dr. Mrs. N.B. O'Brien Memorial Lifetime Achievement Award for a teacher presented to Mr. John Majumdar. Congratulations. We move on to the next teacher, Mrs. Bharati Mukherjee, the Frank Anthony Public School. Ma'am joined the school in the mid-80s as an English teacher, and she has been touching lives, and the boys, it's a boys' school, they always look forward to her classes, and she's been going on and on. Ma'am, congratulations, keep going on, and thank you on behalf of all your students. Mrs. Bharati Mukherjee of the Frank Anthony Public School. Then we move on to a teacher from far away in Darjeeling. Friends, is sad news that Mr. D.N. Pradhan, St. Joseph School, North Point, Darjeeling, well, he was an excellent physics teacher. He was also the headmaster of the senior school, and he's completed 33 years of teaching. And the students, well, he's a legendary teacher. Unfortunately, Mr. Pradhan passed away in October. After we received all the information about him, he passed away in October this year, just a couple of months ago. So we will clap for him in our souls, but we will maintain dignified silence in prayer for 5 seconds, remembering a great teacher. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, sir. I'm sure you are looking on and feeling very happy that the school fraternity has saluted you. Congratulations, and thank you for all that you've done. We move on to our next teacher, a teacher who's dedicated her life to her students in Pratt Memorial School, Lakshmi De Mello. Lakshmi De Mello of Pratt Memorial School, an excellent teacher. She joined as an assistant teacher 35 years ago. That's in 1985. And when I was reading about her, it's amazing how besides students and ex-students, even her colleagues have praised her. And that's, huge praise when you get it from your contemporaries. But all teachers are special amongst the contemporaries, some a little more special. Congratulations, ma'am, Lakshmi De Mello of Pratt Memorial School, receiving the Dr. Mrs. N.B. O'Brien Memorial Lifetime Achievement Award. We move on to Manoj Ghosh, sir, of Ashok Nagar Bidyasagar Bani Bhavan High School, North Chobbish Pargana. Well, besides working for 4 decades as a teacher, he is actively involved in many social service projects. So teachers, many teachers are actually social workers, some formally and some just unofficially. So Manoj sir, congratulations, আপনি যা কাজ করছেন আমরা জানতে পেরেছি, আপনি চালিয়ে যান, আমরা আপনার পাশে দাঁড়াবো, because he's doing some really good work. And the Dr. Mrs. N.B. O'Brien Memorial Lifetime Achievement Award for a teacher is proudly presented to Manoj Ghosh of Ashoknagar Vidyasagar Bhavan High School. ভালো থাকবেন স্যার আর যোগাযোগ রাখবেন. And we move on to Pritha Ghosh ma'am of the BSS school. She joined her school in 1982. He taught Bangla and English in the primary section. That's an unusual combination. Actually, I know quite a few people who have language strengths, you know, they're good in a couple of languages. It should be like that. And ma'am is one of them. And she has really taught lots and lots of little children English and Bangla and touched their lives. So congratulations, ma'am, Pritha Ghosh of the BSS school. We move on to a teacher from Calcutta International. She has been one of the pillars of the Calcutta International School. Now, Calcutta International School has, over the years, had lots of challenges, and they have a group of teachers over the years who have really, really stood like pillars. And one of them is Shormila Majumdar of the Calcutta International School. Ma'am, you have been teaching for many years, and you have helped the school really grow and stand on its feet. Congratulations. The Dr. Mrs. N.B. O'Brien Memorial Lifetime Achievement Award for a teacher is proudly presented to Shormila Majumdar of the Calcutta International School. We have two more teachers whom we will honor, maybe three, and one of them is from La Maternal High School. Tritikona Dotto. Ma'am has served the institution for 34 years, and she will retire this month. So we wish you well, ma'am, good health and happiness. She teaches mathematics and physics in the school. It's a small school, but a small school with a big heart. And part of that is Sriti Kanadatto, and she too receives the Lifetime Achievement Award. Congratulations, ma'am. As we move on to a teacher from Sri Sri Academy. Shumita Bose of Sri Sri Academy, a total experience of 34 years. She retired in 2013. As headmistress, and she's now on an extension in the pre-primary department. And what is amazing and what is good actually is if you can recognize and call back teachers who have retired, honor them and salute them and help us do that, that is something wonderful. Because a teacher during his or her teaching life is surrounded by people and maybe praise and adulation of some sort. But later on in life, you know, when sometimes you're alone and you're retired, I think it's wonderful when students and others come back to salute you. So we salute you, ma'am, Shumita Bose of Sri Sri Academy. We also salute Shumita Shengupto of Akshar School. She's had a teaching experience of 40 years, English and history, and she has played a key role in the growth and enrichment of students in Akshar. You know, in Akshar School, there are many special students. So well done, ma'am. Thank you very much for all the hard work as well as the dedication and the lives that you've touched. Shumita Shengupta of Akshar School. Then we move on to a teacher from St. Augustine School, Shamnagar, Tapna Sen, ma'am, a legendary teacher of St. Augustine. She started in the Kolkata school and she teaches biology and home science, and she started teaching in St. Augustine's in Kolkata in 1982, and she's moved on to the Shamnagar school. So ma'am, for all the special things that you've done for the St. Augustine's Day School group of schools, congratulations and God bless you. Finally, one more, and ma'am teaches, well, she's had more than 41 years of teaching experience. Pati Roy of the GEMS Academia International School, formerly of La Martiniere. Congratulations, ma'am. Many, many hundreds and thousands actually, because you've taught for 41 years, of your students still remember you and remember your classes. Ma'am too receives the Dr. Mrs. N.B. O'Brien Memorial Lifetime Achievement Award, and congratulations. Well, we've come to the end of that category. Obviously, we took a little time because we had to speak about each teacher. As we move on to the next category now, the second category, which is sponsored by the APJ Group, the APJ Surendra Group. Thank you very much. That's the Surendra Paul Memorial Award for Courage. Now here, those of you who are watching it for the first time, many people openly say this is the category, because in this category, students who are fighting the odds could be medically, I mean, they've got some illness which they are fighting, some from birth, something has happened maybe after an accident, or financially, or they can actually handle a situation and a circumstance. And over the years, we've had some really courageous children winning these awards. In this award category, no certificates of honor or merit. They're all winners. So we'll be announcing the names of several winners today, and then we will be talking about and announcing the names of several others on Saturday. The Surendra Paul Memorial Award for Courage. Anik Chaudhary of HM Education Center. He is fighting a pelvic ureteric junction obstruction. Arpan Mukherjee of Future Campus School, who has headaches and is struggling when it comes to coming to school, but he's doing a wonderful job and he never tries to not miss school at all. Devanshi Doctor of Burnpur Riverside School, and Gaurik Banerjee of APJ School Park Street, who is has major retinal detachments. These four courageous students are joined by Koyal De of Union Chapel School, who is suffering from cerebral palsy. Madhurima Chaudhary of Asian International School. Her father is an Alzheimer's patient, and apart from her studies, she takes care of her father and her mother's needs. Paulami Roy of St. John's Diocesan Girls Higher Secondary School. In spite of absence of fingers on her right hand, is having no problem going through her examinations, etc. Pritish Roy Chaudhary of Guru Tegh Bahadur Public School. He had a road accident himself, but he's back and he's raring to go. The heroes continue. The stories of Priyadarshini Mukherjee of APJ School Park Street. If we can move on, BDG. Priyadarshini Mukherjee of APJ School Park Street. She is having a major problem with her eyes. It's called cone dystrophy. She's a fighter like all the others, and we congratulate her and salute her. As we move on to the next, that is Ritobrata Chando. Ritobrata Chando is another really courageous student, and we want to Shagnik Chatterjee of Bhavan's Ganga Bhaks Vidya Mandir, Shanmoy Dash of Vivekananda Mission School, Joka, who's also got retinochisis, an eye problem, and Saptarshi Ghosh of BDM International, who is fighting after having a kidney transplant. That's Saptarshi Ghosh. Then we've got Shouranuj Koyal of Techno India Public School, Goria. He is unfortunately suffering from rhabdomyosarcoma, a rare type of cancer that forms in the soft tissue, but he is a fighter and he's fighting it all the way. Juvenile diabetes is a great problem these days. Shreyoshi Ghosh of Techno India Group Public School is suffers from juvenile diabetes, but she loves coming to school and enjoys the company of her friends. Shomili Kundu of Pramila Memorial Institute has a complex congenital cardiac disease at this young age. Syed Tanveer Hassan of St. Paul's Academy, serious injuries in his limbs, but he's fighting it and coming out of it. Trinaik Saha of Purushottam Bhakchanga Academic School is a differently enabled child, and Udaydeep Rai of National High School, Hajar Road campus, who considers dyslexia a part of his life, but he has no complex about it, and he's moving on. And now, congratulations to all those. And Surendra Paul Memorial Award for Courage is proudly presented also to Komal Pillai of Loreto Day School. Now, Komal's father had suffered a cardiac arrest during her class 11 examinations. After he had that, it was found that her father had two major blockages. And instead of panicking, she took care of the situation, took whole charge of the situation, and she handled what required to be done between the doctor and her father, and still appeared for the ISC examination and she scored 95.25 in the ISC. That is Komal Pillai. She receives Lakshmipat Singhania Education Foundation Scholarship. Now, we are very grateful to the Lakshmipat Singhania Education Foundation. They are celebrating 25 years. So they have come forward and they have said that every year we will fund 9 scholarships. So make that 11 scholarships, 11 scholarships every year, because they are sharing their 25th year and they want to, memory of their founder, want to reach out to the girl child. So 11 girls will be getting these scholarships every year. Thank you very much, the Lakshmipat Singhania Education Foundation Scholarship. And the teachers of Lakshmipat Singhania School, they have come forward and they have refused to give us their names. They have made a contribution of 1,10,000 rupees. Teachers of Lakshmipat Singhania Education Foundation Scholarship, contributing it to their foundation, they contributed to us. So we are very grateful to the teachers and the foundation. Komal Pillai receives the first scholarship. The Surendra Paul Memorial Award for Courage is also presented to Pranay Mittal of the Heritage School. He was all set to write his economics paper on the 17th of February this year when he got the news that his father was no more while writing examinations. And well, he set aside his grief and he wrote his paper. He wrote his economics paper on the day, drove to Dhanbad, where his father was, completed all the rituals, and came back after 2 days, and that's 400 kilometers, to appear for the English examination. And in spite of all this happening during the examination, Pranay Mittal of the Heritage School scored 95% in his ISC. We salute you. Fantastic, Pranay Mittal of the Heritage School. Not just courageous, you're a fine example for us who we can't even handle headache or pain in the leg during an examination. It's also presented to Priyanka Bhanjo Chaudhary. Priyanka Bhanjo Chaudhary of Agrasin Balika Shiksha Sadan in Lilua on the 22nd of April 2019. During the school assembly, she slipped and fell, and after that she was unable, she could not stand on her legs at all. And in spite of everybody, sort of some people may be giving up on her, after a lot of rehabilitation, she's back on her legs and she stands with a little support, but she intends to stand not just on her legs, on her feet. Priyanka Bhanjo Chaudhary. Shubhankar Das of the Silver Point School. Well, there was a dark patch on his left lung which kept enlarging, and he was vomiting, and they couldn't figure out what was wrong, and then he started vomiting blood. This was class 10. He could not appear for his class 10 board examinations, and he was feeling very, very helpless. Anyway, after a long sleep of 15 hours, the next day he got the news that by which he could turn up for his examinations, and he could appear. The next day was his examination, so he thought he was missing out. But he got the news that he could appear from the nursing home in spite of what was happening to him the day before, and he fought it out, appeared for the examinations, and scored 80%. Shubhankar Das of Silver Point School, fantastic, superb, congratulations. As we move on to 2 more stories, Bhanu Pratap Singh of Sunrise English Medium School in Lilua. Bhanu Pratap Singh. Well, Bhanu Pratap is the son of a single parent. His mother is trying to cope with his daily studies as well as see how he can help his mother. And we think that he deserves the Award for Courage as well as the Keshav Rathi Memorial Scholarship. He'll be receiving the Keshav Rathi Memorial Scholarship. Keshav Rathi, a former recipient of the Courage Award some years ago, a student of Assembly of God Church School, Park Street. Unfortunately, he passed away. He passed away, and his family remembers him every year with this scholarship, through this scholarship. Thank you very much, Rathi family. We also present the Surendra Paul Memorial Award for Courage to Proshendu Chaudhary of Calcutta Public School, Kalikapur. Now, his father died prematurely when he was just 10 years old. And he was a doting brother to his little sister. He was very close to his father, so he really missed his father a lot. But being a fighter, he actually became a sort of a father figure for his little sister. and he loved sharing everything with his sister. Besides managing his studies, he was also sort of heavily into music, and he's doing well over there too. So we want to present him with this Surinder Paul Memorial Award for Courage, as well as the Dr. Anindokanti Majumdar Memorial Scholarship. And we have many scholarships like this, and we're very grateful to all these families. And most of them, they don't want their names mentioned. They don't want they want the names of the person who is deceased, in whose memory the scholarship has been instituted, but they don't want their names mentioned. And that is really, from one of the holy books, it says your right hand should not know what your left hand is doing, or is it the other way around? Well, he's going to receive, Prashindu Chaudhary is going to receive, of Calcutta Public School, Kalikapur, the Dr. Anindokanti Majumdar Memorial Scholarship. And finally, in this category, we have Shouvik Das of the Army Public School, Barrackpur. It was in 2016, when he was in class 8, that he had the toughest phase of his life. It was a huge financial problem in his home, as his father suddenly lost his job, and his mother was diagnosed with a tumor and a huge medical problem and expenses. And in the middle of all this, he was a science student. He was wondering whether he'd actually give up studying science. But he was a fighter. He fought it out and scored 94.8%. That is Shouvik Das. He receives the Sunshine Scholarship. What a lovely name. The Sunshine Scholarship, which is thanks to, I'm sure she won't like me mentioning her name, but I just want to say that you could start in the scholarship and call it something else. Sunshine. It's beautiful if you're bringing sunshine to people's lives. Shucharita Pradhan, ma'am, a teacher of Akshay School, thank you very much. She has donated a lump sum of money to the Telegraph Education Foundation, and she wants us to carry on giving the Sunshine Scholarship. And thank you very much, ma'am, and congratulations, Shouvik Das of the Army Public School, Barrackpur. Well, if you're wondering how does Barry O'Brien or Barry Sir, rattle off so much in one go, it's not easy. It's not easy because we're talking about special people, special schools, right? So it does get emotional. I'm trying to be as less emotional as possible. And also it's something new to me. I could never imagine that I would be doing this online. It's like I'm out of my comfort zone. I'm trying to pretend that I'm in my comfort zone. Do bear with me and stay tuned. We'll be back in 2 minutes as I take a short break, and you can too. But we'll be back in 2 minutes. Don't go anywhere.
We believe that in a world of digital natives, all immigrants also have to become very modern.
Admission Tree provides a very broad platform for parents to make an informed choice. All the information is available there in very simple terms.
In fact, even in post-COVID times, we would love to continue to work through Admission Tree.
ABP, and in particular the Telegraph, has always been very closely associated with the school community.
I feel it's a wonderful opportunity.
We'll continue to work with Admission Tree now and in times to come. We have joined hands with them because we know the benefits.
Thank you for partnering with us, ABP.
IIHM, popularly known as the International Institute of Hotel Management, is one of the largest private hospitality institutes that imparts world-class education and can firmly pride itself for being one of the most foremost academic institutions of the country that offer globally recognized international degrees in hotel management. The hugely popular events that they host, IIHM International Young Chef Olympiad.
As the last dish is plated, they can only wait till the evening for the verdict to be pronounced.
Malaysia!
IIHM as an institute has always been able to define its core objectives clearly over the years. It is an institution that has always worked towards causes that give back to the society. IIHM proudly and aptly calls them food soldiers, a dynamic group of students working tirelessly to ensure a hunger-free world.
Hotel management, hotel plus management. At IIHM, the education is like doing a BBA plus hospitality, because at IIHM we train our students to become global business hospitality managers. In one hand, they are full of knowledge in hospitality, charismatic, and they have got the study skills of very hardcore management subjects like finance, strategic HR, global marketing, and a whole range of the management inputs.
IIHM. For a great hospitality career, call 98310 50,000.
Welcome back. What did you do in those 2 minutes? I can tell you that I had a quick sip of water, and I actually looked at my phone, and I'm going to correct myself. I made a mistake when I called Frank Anthony Public School a boys' school. How silly of me. Of course, I know it's a co-educational school, and the principal has already sent me a message. So that's the big plus of having things online. You can correct yourself on stage. For 24 years, I couldn't correct myself, and I didn't make, maybe someday, maybe after a month or two, we could have the Telegraph Education Foundation Wonders of Barry O'Brien, where I'll tell you all the mistakes I've made and the wrong things that I've said. I couldn't correct it, but now I can. So online also has its advantages. We're online today at the Telegraph School Awards for Excellence, brought to you by, of course, IIHM, one of the world's best schools, hailed by 50 countries. Thank you, IIHM, and all our other sponsors whom we will thank, and we have thanked them, and we'll continue to thank them. Remember, Saturday 12th of December at 11 a.m. We want all of you back. Let's get on to the IIHM Award for Excellence in Academics. Now, we all know that schools are affiliated to different boards. So we've got the CBSC, we've got the Council for the Indian School Certificate Examinations, which is called popularly ICSE. Of course, we've got the West Bengal Board, Madhyamik Parikha, and the Higher Secondary Council. And we've got those appearing for IB. Okay, so we'll start with CBSC. We've got 4 different categories. The IIHM Award, the Certificates of Merit for Excellence in Academics. These are school results. Presented to Bhavans Ganga Baks Kanoria Vidya Mandir, Birla High School, Mahadevi Birla World Academy, Newtown School, and South Point High School, receiving Certificates of Merit. Excellent results. And then we move on to the Certificates of Honor. One of these schools will win the IIHM Award for Excellence in Academics. CSC, DAV Model School, IIT Kharagpur, Lakshmipat Singhania Academy, Sri Shikshayatan School, Sushila Birla Girls School, and that's about it. So one of them is going to win the award, one of them in the Certificates of Honor category. As we go on to the next IIHM Award for Excellence in Academics, ICSC and ISC, Certificates of Merit being presented to WWA Kashipur English School, St. Xavier's Collegiate School, Park Street. Certificates of Honor to Don Bosco Lilua, one end, and at the other end, the Heritage School, and in the middle, La Martiniere for Girls. And 2 more schools, Sri Sri Academy and Vivekananda Mission School, Joka. These awards, of course, are purely on numbers. It's a number crunching game for this award category. As we move on to the IIHM Award for Excellence in Academics for schools, students appear for the Madhyamik Parikha or the Higher Secondary Examination. Certificates of Merit being presented to 3 schools: St. John's Diocesan Girls Higher Secondary School, Hartley Higher Secondary School, Sri Jain Vidyalaya. Congratulations to these 3 schools, and the Certificate of Honor being awarded to the BSS School and GB Memorial Institution School in Behala. Congratulations to all these schools as we get to the final category of the IIHM Award for Excellence in Academics, schools that appear, students appear for the IB, and the Certificate of Honor awarded to Calcutta International School. Congratulations and well done. It's time, friends, to move on to the next category, and that is the Madan Lal Dhandhania Charitable Trust Award for Academic Excellence by a Student. Once again, we are deeply grateful to the Madan Lal Dhandania Charitable Trust, who've been with us for many, many years. Thank you very much. Almost anonymous, because they just want their trust to be sort of trusted on. We can trust on them. Thank you very much. And in this category, academic excellence by a student, we've taken into consideration the board examinations. That means at the class 10 level, as well as the class 12 level, and any other public examinations that the students have appeared for. Certificates of merit to Amit Kumar Jana of Kontai Public School, Mednipur, Ankita Sinha of the Delhi Public School, Mega City, Vishwajit Shah of National High School, Ajra Road Campus, Ashish Agarwal of the BSS School, Monami Mondol of Kalyani Central Model School, Mihir Agarwal of Don Bosco School, Lilua, Unnasha Sahana of St. Paul's Academy, Bardhaman, Shormidash of Ami Public School, Barakpur, Shivam Agarwal of Lakshmipat Singhania Academy, Shreya Mukherjee of DAV Public School, Taratala, and Shomdatta Agra of Agrasin Balika Shikha Shadr. So congratulations to all these boys and girls, and we move on to the certificates of honor. In this category, the Madan Lal Dhandania Charitable Trust for Academic Excellence by a student, Krish Ripul Jhaveri of Calcutta International School, or Chishman Ghosh of MP Birla Foundation Higher Secondary School, Aritra Kaur of South City International School, Ahona Mukherjee of Delhi Public School, Mega City, Chirag Surana of Lakshmipat Singhania Academy, Debanjan Bhattacharya of Vivekananda Mission School, Joka, Gautam Bhansali of Sri Sri Academy, Kinjal Bhattacharya of La High School, Nikunj Khaitan of Don Bosco, Lua, Uttashanath of Sri Shikshayatan School, Radhika Shah of Bhavans Ganga Baks Kanoria Vidya Mandir, Ayan Chakravarti of Birla High School, Ritij Saraf of Don Bosco School, Lilua, Samduk Borji Lama of St. Joseph School, North Point, Darjeeling, Shimonti De of Delhi Public School, Ruby Park, Shubham Ghosh of DAV Model School, Durgapur, Shurjoduti Boral, so sorry about that, Shurjoduti Boral of South Point High School, Utsav Basu of South Point High School, and Yamini Chetani of Mahadevi Birla World Academy. Well, congratulations to each one of you. Remember, it's just the beginning. This award is only to encourage you to set your bar even higher. Congratulations to you, your teachers, your schools, your parents for your outstanding results over the years. We move on to, and thank you very much, the Madan Lal Dhandania Charitable Trust. As we move on to another trust, thank you very much, the Kalyan Bharti Trust. Have been with us for quite a few years now. Thank you, the Kalyan Bharti Trust, for instituting the Kalyan Bharti Trust Award for all-round excellence. Now, this is to an individual student. And when I was a student, I would have fancied my chances in this because it covers everything. And I know lots of parents who are very, very keen that their children not only excel in academics, but also do something in co-curricular activities, even play sport. So this is for all those students who are excelling in many things. And the Certificate of Merit in this category are awarded to Ranya Singh of La Martiniere for girls, Ishita Mondal of La Martiniere for girls, Kanika Bhagat of Lakshmipat Singhania Academy, Nikunj Khaitan of Don Bosco School, Lilua, Shonali Chakravarti of East West Model School, Bardhaman, Sharojit De of Bhavans Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose Vidya Niketan, Huldia. And then we move on to the Certificates of Honor and the Kalyan Bharti Trust Award for All-Round Excellence. Acharya Adho of Abhinav Bharti High School, Aman Himmat Singha of Lakshmipat Singhania Academy, Anushka Agarwal of La Martiniere for girls, Anushri Haldar. Nice to see so many girls. I know I'm not supposed to be gender talking, but Anushri Haldar, Calcutta Public School, Kalikapur, girls, and often mostly outshining the boys. Dhruv Banka of La Martiniere for boys. Farha Sultana of the BSS School. We've still got a couple of more names and two more names. Sasha Agarwal of South City International and Sohani Rungta of La Martine for girls. I'd love to see the number of girls and boys in that category. Would you like me to tell you? Well, let me tell you. Let's count the girls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, it's 7 against 5. The girls win. Well done, the girls. Excellent. Okay, let's move on to the next category. Thank you very much, the Kalyan Bharati Trust, for that award, and thank you for all your support over the years. As we move on now to the Adamus University Award for Outstanding Talent in Sport. So many exceptional sportsmen, and sport means any sport, right from chess to football to squash to gymnastics. Thank you very much, the Adamus University, for partnering us for many, many years, and for outstanding talent in sports, the certificates of merit. Let's have a look at who's getting it. Cricket, Amanjot Singh of National High School, Hajra Road campus for cricket. Sounds like a future Indian player. Amanjot Singh, good. Anushka Singh of St. John's Diocesan Girls Higher Secondary School for lawn tennis. Anushka Datta he's a table tennis player from Vidyanjali High School. Divyansh Jain of Calcutta International School for Taekwondo. Then we've got Shamridha Ghosh, a chess player from Shri Shikshayatan. And then we've got Tatoshiba Ghosh, a tennis player from Delhi Public School, Mega City. And Yashvi Naigandhi, a roller skater from the Frank Anthony Public School. There you are. It's a co-ed school. There's the girl. Congratulations to all of you. Certificates of merit in this category, the Adamus University Award for Outstanding Talent in Sport. Certificates of honor. One of these will receive the award on Saturday, remember, the 12th of December. Abhay Agarwal, La Martine for boys, rowing. Ananya Botra of Lakshmipat Singhani Academy for chess. We've got Arunak Ghosh of South Point. He's a chess player. Arunak, congratulations, keep it up. Orunavo Mojumdar, lawn tennis, Asian International School. Paul, rowing, Mahadevi Birla World Academy. Oishiki Juardar, a table tennis player from Dhyani Public School. Riddhi Baheti of Mahadevi Birla World Academy, who have many roller skaters over there. They have their own, lots of roller skating happening inside the school. Rishav Kumar Ghosh of Bhavans Ganga Baks Kanoria Vidya Mandir. He's a shooter. And finally, Shreyas Bahadur Shah, St. Joseph School, North Point, Darjeeling. Is an all-round sportsman. Volleyball, basketball, and athletics. Nice to see St. Joseph School, North Point, Darjeeling highlighting the achievements of their students and their teachers. Thank you very much. And E. William Alguilan of the Army Public School, Barrackpore, for football. Okay, as the Indian football team and the standard of the Indian Soccer League goes up and up, we've got a future player in our midst. So they will receive certificates of honor. Thank you very much, the Adamus University, for instituting this award, and thank you for all your support. As we move on to, as you can make out, we've tried to divide it over the years. Initially, we only had the all-round award, all-round in sports award. Then we went into outstanding talent. We've gone into music. So here's the next one, the Balrampur Chini Mills Award for outstanding talent. This is not sporting talent, not music, because we have separate categories for that, not all-round. We're very grateful to the Balrampur Chini Mills for standing by us all these years, and I'm sure they will in future too. Thank you very much. Outstanding Talent Award, Certificates of Merit, awarded to Amisha Mill. She is a very, very good chef. So IIHM would be very interested in you, Amisha, of Abhinav Bharati High School. Actually, we'll all be interested in you because we all like to eat. Ayushka Bhattacharya, she's a dancer of Tribeni Tissue Vidyapit. And then we move on to some other more interesting people. Khushbu Raya, who's a dancer of Loreto Day School, Dharmatala. Mahima Chakraborty, she's a very good artist of South Point High School. As we go on to Rikita Roy, she's also an artist of Lions Calcutta Greater Vidya Mandir. And Rishabh Chaudhary of Martine for Boys for his public speaking. Then we've got Rui Sanyal, who's a dancer from South Point High School. Shohili Sen, she's also a dancer from the BSS School. Sanjana Gupta of the BSS School for public speaking. And then Shashank Tiwari, who's a quizzer from St. Joseph's School, North Point, Darjeeling. Shobhak Ghosh, an artist from South Point High School. Krishna Boshu Rai Chaudhary, debating and creative writing from Shri Shikshayatan School. And we've got two more in this category for merit. Srijoni Chaudhary, who's an actor, or as we say, boys and girls are all actors. Bhavans Ganga Baks Kanoria Vidya Mandir, and Shuchita Das, who's a very good artist from Agrasin Balika Shiksha Southern. Congratulations to all of you. Balarampur Chini Mills Award for Outstanding Talent Certificate of Honor. Now, take a look at these names. Arun Roy of Kalyani Public School for creative writing. Anushka Agarwal for public speaking. She's from La Martiniere for girls. From Delhi Public School Ruby Park, a debater, Ishan Shengupto, and then a Kathak dancer from La Martiniere for girls, Ishita Mondol. Some more very special, outstanding talents who are shining in different categories. Mohan Rajagopal, public speaking, La Martiniere for boys. Neelav Bose, photography, Don Bosco School, Lilua. What's amazing is so many parents are encouraging their children to do something, maybe just to de-stress, maybe just as a hobby, and they're turning out to be so good at it. And, that could, I can tell you, will definitely help them to improve their academic results. Certificates of honor also to Ryan Chakraborty for public speaking, Birla High School, and Ridhi Panja, who's a debater from the Heritage School. We still got a few more names. Ronak Chakraborty, he's an actor from Lakshmipat Singhania Academy. And then we've got Shagnik Basu, who's very interesting. He's a chap who's big time into robotics from St. Augustine's Day School, Shamnagar. Nice to see St. Augustine's Day School, Shamnagar, really sending us lots of information. Thank you very much. Shivam Agarwal, wow, his interest is space technology. Lakshmipat Singhania Academy, there you go. Shauti Mukhopadhyay, he's a debater, apologies. He's a debater from St. James School, which has produced many, many exceptional debaters over the years. And we've just got a few more names, and here they come. It's Urmi Moitro for quizzing of Delhi Public School, Ruby Park. And finally, Vansh Vardhan Chomal for MUN from Lakshmipat Singhani Academy. As you know, Model United Nations, very, very popular. When we were younger, it was quizzing, and before that it was debating, and everything's popular now, but Model United Nations very prestigious event. All the boys and girls want to be a part of it, and they don't want to necessarily win, etc. They just want to be actively involved. So congratulations to all of you, and thank you to Balarampur Chini Mills for this award, and thank you for all your support over the years. We now move on to a very interesting category, just started a couple of years ago. It's the Nirban Sinha Award for Outstanding Talent in Music. But before we get to that, we'll be taking a short break. So stay tuned. We'll be back in 2 minutes. Don't go anywhere.
We believe that in a world of digital natives, all immigrants also have to become very modern.
Admission Tree provides a very broad platform for parents to make an informed choice. All the information is available there in very simple terms.
In fact, even in post-COVID times, we would love to continue to work through Admission Tree.
ABP, and in particular the Telegraph, has always been very closely associated with the school community.
I feel it's a wonderful opportunity.
We'll continue to work with Admission Tree now and in times to come. We have joined hands with them because we know the benefits.
Thank you for partnering with us, ABP.
IIHM, popularly known as the International Institute of Hotel Management, is one of the largest private hospitality institutes that imparts world-class education and can firmly pride itself for being one of the most foremost academic institutions of the country that offer globally recognized international degrees in hotel management. The hugely popular events that they host IIHM International Young Chef Olympiad.
As the last dish is plated, they can only wait till the evening for the verdict to be pronounced.
Malaysia!
IIHM as an institute has always been able to define its core objectives clearly over the years. It is an institution that has always worked towards causes that give back to the society. IIHM proudly and aptly calls them food soldiers, a dynamic group of students working tirelessly to ensure a hunger-free world.
Hotel management. Hotel plus management. At IIHM, the education is like doing a BBA plus hospitality, because at IIHM, we train our students to become global business hospitality managers. In one hand, they are full of knowledge in hospitality, charismatic, and they have got the study skills of very hardcore management subjects like finance, strategic HR, global marketing, and a whole range of the management inputs.
IIHM. For a great hospitality career, call 98310 50,000.
Well, we're back for the last chunk. Let's call it the last chunk of these awards for today. But remember, Saturday, 11 o'clock in the morning, the Anirban Sinha Award for Outstanding Talent in Music. We'll tell you about Anirban on Saturday when we meet. But his family has instituted this award because he was an outstanding musician, and they want to encourage others who are musicians and singers. So this very special category. And we get to the certificates of merit first. Antara Dashgupta of Akshar School receives a certificate of merit, and Aradhana Rahel Nathan of La Martiniere for girls. And then we've got a few more names. Nobakta Bhattacharya of Khalsa Model Senior Secondary School, and Shangshop of the Dash of the Heritage School. So congratulations to all of you, because you received certificates of merit. Certificates of honor to Porna Chattopadhyay of Sri Shikshayatan School, Shagnik Sen of South Point High School, Shayantan Majumdar of Purushottam Bhakchandka Academic School. Congratulations to all these musicians and singers. Some of them are into classical music, some of them are into maybe something folky, and some of them are into popular music. Shreyan Bhattacharya of DAV Public School, Midnapur, and Shalini Majumdar of Lions Calcutta Greater Vidya Mandir. One of them will receive the award, and also the Anirban Sinha's family have also instituted scholarships for those of students who are excelling in music and want to pursue it later on as a career. We get to the next category, which is the Abhirup Bhadro Memorial Thank You Baba Ma Award. Now, we all know that Babas and Mas don't expect to be thanked, but we suddenly decided some years ago that why not? And Abhirup Bhadro, I will tell you all about him on Saturday, but he was a student who won the award in the Courage category. He was in Class 8 in South Point High School, and he was fighting cancer and received the award in Class 8. He would come in the first 30 or 40 out of 850 students in Class 8. And finally, unfortunately, he passed away, and his mother comes every year to present this award because Abhirup told his mother, you must make me a promise that you must go to the Telegraph School Awards for Excellence every year, because Barry sir said it won't start without me. Well, Abhirup, wherever you are, we know you're at peace. We're not at the Science City. Ma is not physically with us, but I'm sure she's watching, and we are online, and we remember you very, very fondly. As we present these very special, these are awards from the heart. Some parents, basically we want to give it to all parents, but some who stand for all. And it's proudly presented to Mrs. Joba Nundi, mother of Roni and Swastika Nundi of Griffin's International School. Also received the Baba Ma Pronam Scholarship. Thank you very much, Raju Da, for instituting this. Raju Mukherjee, the Baba Ma Pronam Scholarship is presented to a single working parent trying to balance, earning a living and looking after these two children. So congratulations to Ma and the two children. Obviously, we respect people's privacy, so we will just tell you enough and not more. Mrs. Ranjana Sharma, mother of Soni Sharma and Rahul Sharma, she's after her husband basically is not in a position or a state to work because of his mental condition, and she has been struggling, and she has started stitching clothes, and she started taking orders from shops, and she is making ends meet to look after her two children, Tony Sharma and Rahul Sharma. This is Mrs. Ranjana Sharma, and they received the Shujata Chaudhary Memorial Scholarship. We're grateful to the Shukantada and his family and for instituting a couple of scholarships, and this time it's awarded to Soni Sharma and Rahul Sharma. As we move on to the next category, not the next category, but the next scholarship is presented to, thank you, Baba Ma Memorial Award, I beg your pardon, Mr. Shotajit Odhikari and Ratna Odhikari, the parents of Ronit Odhikari of Calcutta Public School, Kalikapur, Mr. and Mrs. Bishash, parents of Mithila Bishash of Kalyani Public School, Mr. and Mrs. Agarwal, parents of Aditya Kumar Agarwal. All these parents are either having to deal with a real financial difficulty or a medical condition of the child, and they are fighting the odds. They don't do anything else except work and look after their children. And we salute each and every one of them. As we get to next, we have some more. Mr. and Mrs. Gupta, we didn't get their full names, parents of Rahul Prasad Gupta of the Calcutta Public School, Bidhan Park, Mr. Pratap Rudro and Mrs. Kobita Rudro, parents of Piyush Rudro of Army Public School, Barrackpore, and Mrs. Shoma Bandopadhyay, mother of Gorpan Bandopadhyay of HM Education Center, and Mr. Shantanu Dhar and Mrs. Pyali Dhar. I wish I had enough time to tell you all about these wonderful people and parents. All I can say is, where there are single parents, he or she is doing it alone, and where there are both parents, they have come together more than other parents come together and are devoting their lives to their children, to their upbringing, to looking after them. And some of them actually carry their children around, and some of them actually are right through 24/7 trying to get blood for their children, or they're trying to see that their child, whatever stress the child is going through, is to a minimum. We salute each and every one of these parents and all parents around who are watching. Thank you. It's a huge sacrifice that parents make. And children, be patient with your parents. We're not saying that we do everything correctly all the time, but we make big sacrifices. Recognize your parents, salute them, and make the most of every moment that you spend with your parents. God bless you. Friends, we move on to the Shining Star Honor. Now, there are teachers, there are principals, there are educators who run schools. There are children who go to schools and parents who support schools. But there is also a support staff team, people who stand at the gate, who drive the buses, who run around from classroom to classroom. There are people who look after the gardens and the lawns and the buildings. There are people who keep it clean. And there are people who do all of this and most of this with a smile. And some of them also have some exceptional talent. Some of them are musicians, some of them are singers, some of them are doing social work. So we thought it was a good idea for the Telegraph Education Foundation to honor every year some, we call them class 4 staff employees or non-teaching staff. That would be a better word, because we've also had librarians and office staff. The Shining Star Honor, who has been awarded this year, some today and some on Saturday. Sikandar Singh, Kalyani Central Model School, Lalu Ghorai of Julian Day School, Ganganagar. Kalicharan Balmiki of Hartley Higher Secondary School. Babu Lal of the Frank Anthony Public School. Marcus Aurelius of Army Public School, Barrackpore. Laltu Bhattacharya of the Adamus World School. Anand Candy of the Sunrise English Medium School, Lilua. And then we've got Dilip Ghosh of Adamus International School, Muhammad Islam of St. Francis Xavier School, Ruby Lal of Assembly of God Church School, Asansol, and Mrityunjoy Nag of Asian International School. আপনারা আপনাদের স্কুলের বাচ্চাদের জন্য, শিক্ষক অন্যরা যারা কাজ করে ওখানে, আপনাদের সহকর্মীদের জন্য, আর স্কুলের জন্য এত বছর ধরে আপনারা যা করেছেন সেটার জন্য সকলের মানে সবার জন্য সবার হয়ে আমি থ্যাংক ইউ ধন্যবাদ বলি। আপনারা আজ কাজ চালিয়ে যান। আপনারা যদি না থাকতেন তাহলে আপনাদের স্কুলই হতো না। So thank you very much. Congratulations to each and every one of them. And finally, the last category for today, of course, you remember the last category on Saturday will be the Telegraph School of the Year. That's on Saturday. You'll have to wait for that now. Today, we end with the Telegraph Education Foundation Award for excellence in extracurricular activities, also called co-curricular activities. So this is we take into consideration the big extracurricular activities or co-curricular activities happening in your school. Do you have many clubs in an organized way? Do you have many events through the year? And more importantly, are you encouraging your students as a team to participate in inter-school events, be it debating or quizzing, creative writing, or sports or other activities? Of course, we also consider exceptional students who are doing it, but mostly it's to do with the team. Is a school making a contribution to that sport or that co-curricular activity? Well, certificates of merit awarded this year to St. Xavier's Collegiate School, Calcutta International School, Ontai Public School, a wonderful school which I've been to. You can go there. It's a very well-run school. The Frank Anthony Public School, the Newtown School, a new school and doing well. BDM International, not a new school and doing well. And then we've got Sri Academy, newish school, doing well. Vivekananda Mission School, Joka, not such a new school anymore, but doing well. St. John's Diocesan Girls Higher Secondary School, not at all a new school and continuing to do well. They receive certificates of merit. As we get on to certificates of honor, in this category, the excellence in co-curricular, extracurricular activities, BSS School, very, very active school in South Kolkata. Delhi Public School, Ruby Park, many activities, participating in inter-school activities and doing well. And so is Delhi Public School, Mega City. These are new age schools, maybe come up in the last 10 or 15, 20 years, as is the Heritage School. And St. Augustine's Day School, Shamnagar, is a new school. The founder school, let's call it, was in Calcutta. St. Augustine's Day School, Shamnagar, doing very, very well. Keep it up. And Lakshmipat Singhania Academy, right in the heart of the city or the south part of the city, doing exceptionally well. And so is South City International School, quite a new school, but making a mark. And of course, a school which was the first co-ed school in Kolkata, South Point High School, always does well. Congratulations to all of you. One of you will receive the award. We have come to the end of this day's part of the function. We're deeply grateful to all our supporters, all the angels who help us find special people, all the principals and the vice principals, the headmistresses, the headmasters, the teachers, the students, and parents. Thank you all very, very much. A big thank you to the names you see in front of you. IIHM, the International Institute of Hotel Management, thank you very, very much. You have stood rock solid beside us, and we're very grateful to you. Thank you. In association with the Bhawanipur Education Society College, a very special thank you to you. Our digital partners, eduguy.com, our television news partner, ABP Anando, school admission partner, admissiontree.in, and our radio partners, 91.9, Friends FM. A big thank you to all our category sponsors. Thank you very much. Ambuja Neotia Group, the APJ Surrender Group, Caring Minds, Balram Porcini Mills, Madan Lal Dhandania Charitable Trust, Kalyan Bharti Trust, Adamus University, IIHM, and Bhawanipur Education Society, and Denise O'Brien for sponsoring all our award categories. Well, we've done it in about an hour and 12 minutes. Not bad. So actually, there's a lot of time spent on people coming up on stage. So don't forget now, okay, on our YouTube channel, on Saturday, the 12th of December, spread the word. Spread the word. Tell everybody that for about an hour and a half, be motivated, be inspired. If your school is winning something, great. If others are winning something, clap for them. More importantly, meet some incredible boys and girls and teachers whom we will be honoring on that day. Saturday, the 12th of December, 11 a.m. on the Telegraph Education Foundation YouTube channel, and which is TTEF, the Telegraph Education Foundation Facebook page, as well as TTIS, the Telegraph in Schools Facebook page. We thank all our technical team. There are too many of them to mention, but the IIHM technical team, thank you very, very much. Abdullah and his team, all of you, and thank you, Bishwanath and Motushi and everybody at the Telegraph. Thank you very much for, I don't know how you trusted me on this one, because it's like, it's like asking a swimmer who swam in many swimming pools and tricky situations to suddenly jump into the river. It's something unusual. I've never done it before. I suppose as someone told me an hour and a half ago, sir, but you swam in the ocean. So I'll take it as a compliment. I am humbled. We will see you on Saturday, the 12th of December at 11 a.m. Till we meet again, stay home, unless you really have to go out, and stay safe. And see you at 11 a.m. on Saturday, the 12th of December. Let's all stand for the national anthem.
जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उत्कल जलधि तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे